Hey guys, welcome to my channel, So Ashley. My hair is red now, in case you didn't notice. Shout out to my mom for that. Today we're trying something a little different. I'm going to attempt to make jewelry. I have tried before with like beads and stuff. It's not as easy as it looks, but I do like a challenge and it is fun. So let's get started.
Shall we begin?
So I'm trying to make some earrings or something. These are the supplies that I have. I have this giant tub of air dry clay, which I can't use for food stuff, so jewelry. I don't know what's in here, but I'll go through them. I have used that clay before once and I made these. They're pretty cute. But I didn't realize that like you can't color it. So I had to paint it. So at least I know now. I found more stuff. One more craft box.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, I'm still missing a few things, including some pliers. So that should be interesting. It's about to get so together. Anyway, let me show you what I found. We have these seashells and pearls. Some little beads. We'll see about that. I found these little smaller pearls, but my plan was to use the dry clay, or the air dry clay. Anyway, and then I got all excited when I found these things. Sequins. What am I gonna do with that? And then I have this like string if I want to do like a bracelet or maybe necklace. I also have a chain. And then a lot of necklace, like clasps, but I couldn't find my little earring things that I used to make these. So my plan is to use these studs that I like don't want anymore, I never wear, and just cover them up with the clay. We'll see how that works. I don't know. So okay. First of all, before I do anything, I'm gonna try and see what this air dry clay looks like because it's pretty old. Jesus. Brick. Oh, it's still like squishy. It's fine. Okay, I think I'm gonna try these little cloud earrings first, which are actually so complicated. What am I doing? Oh my god. Okay, never mind. I'm actually gonna start with these little like cookies. They look, you know, still hard, but I cut this earring, the stud, and I literally lost the part that I need somewhere on the floor. So moving on to the clay, I grabbed a big old clump of it and tried rolling it out with a little pencil. However, I did not foresee how much it would stick to everything. Oh god. So I tried just adding water to keep it from sticking, which didn't work. So I used some spray oil, and that worked like a charm. So I cut out these little egg shapes with a pin. I thought it would give me the least amount of drag, and it worked pretty well. They were a little bit too thick for me, so I went over it again with the makeshift rolling pin. And I took a little ball of clay to make the yolk, scoring it and whatnot to get it to stick, and smoothing everything out with water. Okay, so the camera died and I had to plug it in, but this is what we have so far. Cookies, and then these little eggs. They're so funny. Anyway, my hope is restored, even though I'm using ghetto tool. You gotta do what you gotta do. Next up, I wanted to work on these little bow earrings because we all love bows right now. So I sliced little thin pieces and just kind of mushed them together until I got the shape that I wanted. And then I went over everything with a paintbrush with just water on it to get rid of all the fingerprints. And here's how all the pieces looked before they dried. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna use this stuff to make one of these like phone charm things, but I'm gonna use it for my little camera. I started off picking letters for just my name, and then I thought it would be so cute to put my channel name. And because these beads are so big, I had to tie a bead to the end of the string so they wouldn't just fall off. And then I just had to make sure that I put enough beads that it would fit around my hand because it wasn't stretchy at all. Here she is, but I kind of wish that I put the name on the side like that. Oh well, whatever. I just totally mushed the egg up. It's mushed. Well, I think it's been about 3 days of these drying, and I was about to say I'm going to try and like reinforce these little bows, and then I dropped one and it broke immediately. Tragedy. Oh no. So maybe this will just be a necklace. Oh well. Meanwhile, I'm going to just start painting the other ones. And then I'll see how I feel about working with clay again. So here we have all of our acrylic paints. And I also have this little bottle of varnish that I'll use at the end. I can't remember if I showed you how I did these little hearts, but I did use a little cookie cutter. And then for the top one, I did the cookie cutter, and then I just like sliced around it. Okay, so I have my paint of red, brilliant red, this like bubblegum pink, and it's actually called Tutti Frutti. Unbleached titanium for like the cookie part, and then I also have this camel to like make it look more edible, because we want our jewelry to look edible, obviously, duh. And then for the egg, pineapple. And then I have this orange spice color to make it a little more realistic. And then of course black and white for whatever. And then I found this pearlizing shit.
Watch your profanity.
So we have napkins, water, paintbrush. Yuck.
This bitch disgusting.
Jeez. Okay, maybe I can just... So I mixed up a cookie color that looked edible enough and painted it on, avoiding the icing part. And then I mixed up a little pink color for the icing, and I painted that on. It dried pretty quickly, so I got started with the sprinkles. And they were so tiny to paint, I was like shaking the whole time. But they turned out pretty cute. The regular sprinkles were like 10 times easier to paint than the little hearts. After the front dried, I painted the back with the cookie color. And for the egg, I super glued in the hardware before painting, so I had a little handle type thing to hold on to. It was actually kind of hard to mix the right yolk color because I didn't have a pure yellow. So I ended up painting on a base color and then going over it with the yellow color. They definitely didn't turn out organic looking, but that's totally fine. Back to those beloved bows. I went back in with some clay to try and reinforce it, and it broke. And it just kept crumbling the more I tried to fix it. So I threw it out and started over. I figured the clay needed more support, so I used this little pipe cleaner. And I took strips of clay again and just kind of mushed them around the pipe cleaner. And to get the ribbon effect back, I flattened it out with my rolling pin pencil. I cleaned up the edges and then tried to shape it into a bow. And then I mushed the little ring into it before it dried. And then smoothed it out with a paintbrush and water. Alright, so I'm still working on this little bow, but it has a lot of cracks, so I'm gonna try to make like a slurry with the clay so I can just paint it onto the cracks. And hopefully that works. This was supposed to be like a 2-day video, 3-day video. And here we are, so. I took some little pieces of clay and mixed them up with some water. We have this, it's paintable. So I painted that on, trying to cover all the cracks and whatnot. Alright, while that sits to dry, I'll put some hardware on these. I'm gonna blame my rusty pliers for this one, but when I was putting the hardware on, it totally crumbled the cookie. I even tried on the second one and it still kind of broke off. So super glue to the rescue, I guess. Okay, well I guess we're waiting for everything to dry now. Okay, I blow dried it, but it's still kind of not done drying, but we're gonna paint the clay on the other side. Back side, because it's real ugly right now. I'll show you. Yuck. Alright, so I got the hardware glued on these things, but I need to go back and fix the clay because this one, yeah. So I'm just gonna paint clay on that. And then I think I'm done with this. I think I am just gonna start painting it. I'm getting so sick of working on that one. Okay, I'm gonna paint this bad boy pink. And then I'm gonna put the pearl stuff over it. Wish me luck. So I'm finally gonna finish these today. I've I'm so excited to be done with this. They've literally given me so much trouble. The only ones that I didn't break were the eggs. But the hardware I did have to glue them back in. Also, I had to try to match the color that I mixed for the cookies, so we'll see how that dries. We'll see. These have literally been so annoying because every time they break and I have to put the clay back on, and I have to wait like another at least 24 hours for it to dry enough, if not like 2 days, because I don't think I should bake it. I think you can, but I don't know if I should do that with the jewelry hardware, so I didn't. But I think they're gonna turn out at least wearable and at most super cute. Wish me luck. That's all I have for you guys. Let me know what you think of my amateur jewelry in the comments below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll be posting videos every couple weeks, but if you want more content, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And thanks for watching.